survey the area, Sunan. The gods here are vigilant.
anything else?
Goodbye for now. I thought I recognized you.
Good to see you, High One. And without anyone needing to die. Here, you saved my neck. Least I can do is give you this, in thanks.
Then it is my turn to give thanks.
Asgard has abandoned us.
No, we are their dearest allies. They won't let us down.
Glad you made it back.
Ah! The reason I don't have lungs full of swamp muck. Here. It's not much, but I'd like you to have this.
I know better than to refuse one as mighty as you. Thank you.
Good to see.
Hail to you, friend. If it's bird or beast you seek, you come to the right place. Everything you see is for sale, except for Nara, of course.
And who is Nara? Your prize steed?
Ha! That knackered old nag. She's nobody's prize. But I owe her, and that's why she'll always hold a place in my heart.
You are in debt to a horse.
I am, but she saved my life. The addled old thing broke out of a pen and wandered far from the village, and I set out to find her. Took me a day and a night to bring her home. When I did, I found my village in flame and ruin. No one got out alive.
None but you.
Aye, and I have Nara to thank for that. Together we made for the nearest shelter and... well, here we are. What else can I do for you? What else can I do for you?
Farewell.
could do with a lot of hair right about now. Go away! Please! We don't need us more trouble! Please! Leave us alone!
Good to see you somewhere safer.
Hi, One. Good to see you again. Here, something to show my appreciation for saving my life.
This is unnecessary, but thank you. Nice change of scenery. Few arrows.
Hi, One! You found your way to our little slice of paradise. Come, come! I have something for you. For saving my life.
Yes, a fine way to ignore the world outside, eh? Thank you. I can put this to good use.
Leave us alone.
A little less chilly in here, eh?
I was hoping you'd stop by. Now I can actually string together a sentence without my teeth chattering. Thank you. I would have frozen to death were it not for you. Here. Far from a grand gesture, but it's the only token of thanks I can spare.
Then know that it will be used well. Thank you. Quite the celebration here, eh?
Greetings, High One. Managed to get past the revelers, eh? Well, let them have their fun. Here, a small gift for saving my life.
Thank you. I can make good use of this.
Then I think I shall partake in a celebratory... whatever it is they do here. Good luck to you, High One.
Can it be? Host Father, mighty poet, chooser of the slain! The Raven God, whom they call Oski, Sigdir, Havi.
I know my names, friend, and there are many. But what are yours?
I am Ori, son of Nori, son of Gori, also son of Gori. They had the same name, you see. Beget of Fimbur, who was sired by Fomur, third child of Bombur. Then there was Gubrak, Voldi, Gori again.
Ori, you said.
Oh, that's right, son of Nori.
Your pride in your family does you credit. Are any of them here with you?
Oh no, dead, the lot of them. Father, he was crushed when a cow wandered off a cliff and landed on him. Grandma, a bird sat in her face, she fell off her pony and ran herself over with her own cart. Grandpa lost his razor, so he tried shaving with his axe instead. You can imagine how that went.
That is quite a streak of misfortune.
Exactly. Bad luck runs in the family. Prone to misadventure, you might say. Still, I made it down here when the invasion began. Feasting and idling all day long. So maybe my luck has turned at last. Something else?
speak again.
But I heard that.
Greetings, stranger. You've got the look of one who knows how to throw a line.
I would have thought you had little need of help in this place of plenty.
It's true the fish came easy from that lake. Too easy. We ate our fill and more, and we thought they'd last forever. We were wrong. Bring me fish from outside, stranger. From the places we dare not go. I'll reward you well.
I have something that may interest you.
Need something more?
I'll return another time.
You there! Come drink with me!
Did you hear
Unless
about
you're-
how Harvey's...
Greetings!
You look like you've drunk enough already.
Hey, I'm sober. I'm sober, alright? Now, are you gonna drink with me or not? Would you like to place a bet on it?
All in.
I like it!
This should be easy.
Don't count on it. Beer is mother's milk to me. Literally. Mommy did like a tipple. You there! Come drink with me. Unless you're sissy.
You're sweating.
Did you hear about
You're a bit green, friend.
Bested me. You there! Come drink with me. Unless you're...
You'll get us whipped, or worse.
Nice to see you.
You did well, Einar. A true scholar. You have surely earned your people's trusts once more.
Honestly, it matters not. So long as Fritjoffer is out of their clutches. You must understand better than anyone.
That I do.
Working so hard that even McAllister's
Mighty Tira, yours shall be a saga for the ages, even if no one understands a word.
Saga i. Bava ond yn dechrau hafi.
My thoughts exactly.
green dust everywhere.
Be welcome, friend. Never ends.
Why are you here?
The wolf is coming, brothers and sisters. It finds us all in the end. No matter how we hide, in its jaws is an end or a beginning. And we will never know which till the last black bite. Should we lay down for it then? Bare our throats to its teeth? Or fight, with every sinew in our bodies to hold it away, knowing always that our strength must fail, and the wolf will take us. I know only this. Each day is a gift from the dead to the living. Each smile brought by another's tears. And when the wolf runs free, all we will have are those we fought to keep. So I will keep you, my people. I will fight the wolf for every inch of this land, till the hour he claims me. I will buy you your days of love and laughter. Use them well. These new visions of Odin trouble me. Am I alone in seeing them? Or do the tales of Svartalfheim hold some other meaning? Perhaps I should warm my bones by the fire. Gather my thoughts for a moment.
Hey!
Tove, how have you been?
The fire made me think of the myths and legends Sven loved.
Would you indulge me with a tale? I would be glad to hear of Svartalfheim.
I would not tell it half as well, but his favorite was a fable, to remind us to find meaning in our deeds and not in how others think of us. Svartalfheim was not short of legendary dwarven blacksmiths. Everyone has heard of Ivaldi, of Brucker and Sindri. But this tale is of a stonemason. He lived as far south as he could, where Gulnamar meets Vangrid. His workshop sat upon the shoreline. Obsessed with glory, his love of masonry had all but died. He scoured the shore, seeking precious stones washed up from other realms. Then he saw it. Something beautiful, glittering, shimmering across the water, upon an island he had never dared travel to. He hastily built a boat, working long into the night. He set sail and found many rocks that sparkled and dazzled upon the island. He cried out in joy. To craft anything from such stones, he would be remembered for all time. Then he felt a sudden sting on his foot. Then another, and another. His eyes adjusted to the dark. So consumed was he by his desire for renown, he failed to realize he had walked into a nest of snakes, until it was already too late. And so, clutching the stone that sealed his fate, there he died. Remembered, yes, but only for his folly.
fine tale, Toby, and well told. Sven would be proud. You and Richard well?
Of course. The flames soothe my mind, as do the tales told here.
Do you have one to share, Gunnar? A legend of Svartalfheim.
Aye, a story of a king who could not see the wood for the trees. Reidmar, greatest of dwarven kings. Within his palace in Gulnamar, he wanted for nothing except an heir. Reidmar and his wife had grown old. Perhaps too old. Late one night, consumed with worry, Reidmar walked in the shadow of his vast mountaintop palace, tears in his eyes. "The great king! What ails you?" a voice said. Afraid, Reidmar saw no one. "Who goes there?" he replied. Then he saw who addressed him. A vast and ancient tree, perhaps almost as old as Ymir himself. Reidmar sat upon its roots and told the tree he feared he was too old to give his subjects the legacy they deserved. The tree was so moved, it wept and offered its tears to Reidmar. "Drink, great king," it said, "and your woes shall be washed away." Reidmar observed the grass, the meadows, the leaves of the tree. His subjects' happiness could be seen in how they cared for the land. His legacy was all around him. Reidmar felt at ease, realizing he had everything he needed, and asked that the land receive the tree's gift instead. The tree's happy tears flowed evermore, enriching the land. 9 moons passed, and a baby's cry rang through Reidmar's palace. Long would dwarves place gifts in the weeping tree's roots, in memory of Reidmar and his kindness that shaped all he touched.
All things happen when they should, old friend.
I hope so.
Eivor! Whatever is the matter? Have you been spending too much time drinking Valka's special sauces again?
I am troubled by visions of Odin and of Svartalfheim. They flood my mind without warning, without invitation.
Aha! Which is how Thor flooded Svartalfheim. Thor, fast to act, but not so fast to think, would stomp and thump and fight and bump everywhere he and Mjolnir should go. One day, he fought a giant in Jotunheim with such ferocity that Thor's killing blow was felt through all 9 realms. The ground shook, mountains rose up, hills tore apart, creating canyons, and north of Svaladal, the massive lake that housed the springs of Yggdrasil split open, flooding all of Svartalfheim. The dwarf king, Hreidmar, acted swiftly. He built 3 mighty dams, preventing further damage to his realm, working alongside his beloved subjects. So surprised was one builder to see the great king working as an equal that he slipped, tumbling into the raging waters below. Without hesitation, Hreidmar leapt, once from his horse, and again from the center of the dam's lip, diving into the frightful torrent. Before the builder could even cry for help, Hreidmar was pulling him onto dry land. And so 2 giant statues were built to honor the king, one for each leap of unthinking bravery, and stood until the end of days.
Until Ragnarok.
Aye! So you see, actions ripple outward, like a stone falling into a lake. Or like Thor crushing a Jotun skull with Mjolnir.
Affecting everything, whether foretold or unknown.
I fear my tale has only worsened your concerns.
No, a good story is a log that feeds a mind's flame. Thank you, friend.
I hear you seek tales of Svartalfheim. You are not alone in your glimpses of the Aesir.
You have seen them too?
No. Only the power the visions hold, and their effect on those once held dear.
You speak of Sigurd.
Do you want my tale or not? There was a dwarven miner who cared only for his work. Mining was all he knew, all he wanted to know, and all he would ever know. One day, he heard a strange noise. All his long life working in the northern mines of Vangrim, he had never known a boulder to squeak. He ignored it at first, but as the hours passed, the squeaking continued relentlessly. When the miner could take no more, he split the boulder apart with his pick, and then he saw a squirrel. Until now, pinned by the boulder, afraid and tired, the freed squirrel climbed into the miner's long beard and slept for 3 days. When the dwarf awoke the next day, he found fruit and nuts waiting for him. A gift from the squirrel, the first the miner had ever received. Finally, the miner had a friend. The squirrel led the dwarf to a stone hill within a lake. There, the dwarf would fish for supper, while the squirrel played in the trees. One night, watching his fishing line, the dwarf drifted off to sleep, smiling, enjoying the happy squeaks of his friend above. When the sun rose, its light did not find the dwarf, for he had turned to stone, his short-lived bliss captured evermore.
And the squirrel?
It never left his side, hoping his friend would awaken, just as the miner had waited for the squirrel to do the same.
Sigurd. He is not lost to us. In every great story there is truth to be found. I wonder what could be found in Svartalfheim in the place they spoke of.